What's going on, everybody? So we have an interesting video for you today. Like the title says, I want a car. And this video is going to serve as kind of a guide for other people to kind of go through the motions of what it was like entering the sweepstakes, learning that I won, picking up the car, driving it back home. If you're watching this, you're probably thinking about entering a sweepstakes as well and want to know how realistic it is. I'm going to go through how much money I paid, what I bought, what the car is, what the car's worth, and the website and all that stuff. I'll give you guys everything because I got nothing to hide, and this is very real. So if you're still hanging out here by the end of the video, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and hope you guys find this information useful. All right, so getting straight into the video. So this was a sweepstakes that I entered through in a website called the Car Culture. I actually saw an ad on Instagram pop up of a red GT350, which is a car that I was kind of planning on purchasing anyways. And I moved past the ad because I just figured that was Google listening to me and looking at my search history and kind of giving me some fake sweepstakes that it just wanted my money for. So I just kind of moved on. A little bit later on, I saw another ad, same car, different picture. I was like, okay, well, let me look into this. I went onto their website to kind of see what types of things that they sold in order to figure out what this whole process was about. So I found out they sold car shirts. Specifically, they had some GT350 shirts. And I knew that I was going to buy a GT350 at some point. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just buy these shirts and see if they even show up. So I probably spent about $100, bought a handful of shirts, and moved on from there. A week or so later, I got the shirts. And then in my little profile that I created on the website, I saw that I had accumulated points. So the shirts that I bought had a multiplier of 60 times the amount of money I spent. That's how many points I got. So if I spent $100, and they, 60 times plus bonus, it was around like 6,000 points. And 6,000 points seemed like 6,000 entries. So that's how many entries I was given after like my first purchase. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So it seems like a lot. And by this time, I had a handful of shirts. I liked the shirts. The shirts fit well. This is one of them. This is a polo. And once I realized that, okay, like I'm actually getting merchandise, so now at this point my money's not being thrown away necessarily, I bought some more shirts, bought some more polos, because I golf on the side as well. And as the orders started rolling in, I started watching my entries climb, and then I made the decision, and at this point, this is where I dove in to see, like, okay, is this like a legitimate sweepstakes? Like, can I actually win this car? So then I started searching YouTube for a video like the one I'm making right now. I tried to find people that had won the car, not just the website giving away the car, because obviously that's going to be big, highly promoted, highly edited. I wanted to find people that won the car, like real people, blue collar people that just randomly won cars or money or whatever it was. So I found some YouTube videos explaining the process similar that ended up being similar to mine. But at the time I didn't know that. So I'm listening to their stories and I'm like, okay, like this seems legit. None of them from the sweepstakes that I was entering, from the website that I was entering from. So once I found out that these types of things actually happen, that's when I was like, okay, well, do these things happen for the website that I'm entering for? So then I started researching the previous winners for this website, and you can go to the website, thecarculture.org, and they tell you about their previous winners. So I started trying to find these people on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it was, and look through their pictures, see, like, do they still have the car? Or was it just like, here's the car, and then secretly they just, like, take it away and, pay you a small, fee for your troubles. Like, here you go, here's, $500 and just promote us or whatnot. I don't know. I didn't know. So I looked into other winners, and sure enough, they've got their cars. The phone calls seemed legitimate. Like, they seemed like they were at a heightened sense of excitement when they were on the phone. So I watched previous live streams from this website, and that was when I determined, okay, This seems legit. This is a car that I want. I'm actively saving money towards this vehicle anyways. I knew that the sweepstakes was going to end on Memorial Day. This was around the end of March, beginning of April. So I had like a month and a half. And I was like, you know what? The money that I would normally be saving for the car that I want to buy, for this next month and a half, I'm just going to put aside and put towards this sweepstakes. So I probably put more money into the sweepstakes than your average person. A t-shirt is $38. A polo is $78. They had hoodies, varying prices. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Again, the link's going to be down below in the description. But you're going to be able to see that there's a decent amount of supplies and merchandise that you can buy, keychains, stickers, whatever it is. But they also have something called quick entries. Now, quick entries, what they do is they allow you to not really have to shop for anything specific. You just say you want to buy a quick entry. You tell them what size of the quick entry you want. And when that happens, then they will send you a random piece of merchandise in that size up to or close to the value that you spent for the quick entry. So you don't have to shop. They do the kind of the shopping for you. But it also allows you to get entries into the sweepstakes. So like you can buy a bronze, a gold, or a diamond. So bronze is like $30, gold is $100, and diamond was $200. I had learned from watching previous reaction videos of this website's sweepstakes that one of the winners spent about 10 diamond entries. So that's $2,000. And when that was talked about and discussed on their little phone call, that's when I was like, okay, $2,000. I did some quick math on about how many entries that would have been. And I think the math was around 180,000 entries with bonuses, like the average amount of bonuses that would have been. It would have put that particular person at maybe around 180,000 entries. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I can get close to 180,000 entries, I feel like I have a good chance of winning because A, he won, and B, it seemed like they were a little surprised at how much he spent and how many entries he did have. So just judging off of their reaction, it seemed like, okay, that's a good end goal for me that gives me, instead of just like constantly spending and putting money into it, I'm like, okay, well, this is my goal, is to hit around 180,000, but also still spend less than 2,000. So I guess the big question is, how much money did you spend to win this car? So I had a bunch of different random entries, bunch of different orders that I made at different times. I tried to take advantage of their bonus weeks. There was one 72-hour period that they had 100 times bonus for your entries. So I was like, okay, well, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. And I bought some diamond some diamond quick buys at that time. So that maximized the amount of entries that I would get. And all in all, I looked at my receipts before this. So all in all, I spent a little over $1,400 on clothing, essentially. I didn't buy any stickers. I didn't buy any keychains. I bought clothes. I bought shirts. I bought quick entries. And quick entries sent me shirts and sweaters. And I did get some stickers in the quick entry packages and stuff like that. But all in all, I spent about $1,400, which is way more probably than your average. I think your average person would probably just buy a keychain for $15 and move on, and hopefully I win. But I was committed to winning this car. I wanted this car, and I knew that if I can get it for $1,500 to $2,000, that it would be a steal. I mean, that would be totally worth it. But again, it wasn't guaranteed, right? So it was still a risk. They also, in order to be legitimate, so these companies have to use third-party sweepstakes, right? So the car culture doesn't receive your entries like you think that they do. So your entries go to a third-party sweepstakes. And at the end of the sweepstakes, a third-party company, sweepstakes company, sorry. And at the end of the sweepstakes company is the one that chooses the winner and sends the name of the winner to the car culture or 880, whoever it is that's doing the reveal. So that's one reason, that's one way to know it's legit, is if there's a third party company involved. Always read the rules. I read the rules a million times to make sure there's no loopholes. And there wasn't, obviously. So once I spent the $1,400, I knew that it was going to be kind of a long shot, but I also was really hopeful. So then I really started to stalk the website. I started to wait for them to upload a video or a picture on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it was, and I'd wait a few days. And after those few days, I'd go back and look at that same picture and see how many views it got. Judging by how many views it got, I made the guesstimate of like, okay, let's say every single person that viewed that video bought one $38 shirt. And at the standard bonus, points that they're giving out, how many entries are my entries going against? So when I spent the $1,400, I ended up with 170,000 and change entries, which seems like just so much, right? But when I did the math about how many viewers were viewing these videos and pictures, and how many entries that they would have if they bought just a single T-shirt, because some of them are going to buy 2 or 3 T-shirts, some of them are just going to buy a keychain. So I figured one T-shirt on average, if everybody, because not everybody's going to buy something, right? There's probably maybe only 50%. But I wanted to like really see like what are the like worst case scenario odds, and I think my math at the time ended up to being around like 4 million entries as the total pool of entries. So my 170,000 in a pool of 4 million is pretty small. I mean, I think it's like 3%, maybe 4%. So in my brain, I had a 97% chance to lose. I know that a 3% chance in a sweepstakes is a very high percent. But I also know that 97% of the people I was going against could also win. So I didn't really see it as a guarantee, but I also saw it as like my best shot. And also in order to be legit, going back. So the third party sweepstakes, and they have to allow you to be able to enter for free. So you shouldn't have to purchase something in order to enter the sweepstakes. So this website also didn't do that. So a lot of their, they do like live entries. So it's like if you went to their car, if you went to one of their car shows, like that's one way that you can enter in. They'd have like little things that you could fill out. But on their rules, it talked about like, hey, like get a 3x5 card, send it in an envelope to this sweepstakes company in New York. And on the card, we want this. We want your name. We want your phone number, your email, the sweepstakes you're entering, and then like 25 words about what this would mean for you if you won the car. But you can't bulk send them. So if you send stuff in bulk, they'll actually throw it away because they don't want you just printing out a million of these and bulk sending them to them and then getting all these entered in. So all mine were handwritten, and I sent one per day for the last 11 days. So I sent in 11 mail-in entries, which were free. You do write the bonus on the back of the envelope, and they'll apply the bonus. So I think one mail-in entry was worth 5, or one mail-in was worth 5 entries. But if you write the bonus on the back, which I think at the time all of mine were 30, so instead of 5, it's 150. So every time I sent in one of those envelopes, it was 150 entries, which isn't a lot. I get it. But again, I was all over this car. And throughout this video, you're going to see a bunch of different clips from my trip, from what it felt like to win the car, to meet the guys from the car culture. So you're going to kind of live through this experience with me. But I know that people want to know how real these things are. They are real. But also be on your guard, because there's a lot of scammers out there. Read the rules. If you're legitimately interested in winning a car, you could definitely do it. But read the rules. Learn about the company that's giving it away. Learn about the car that they're giving away. Is it new? Is it used? Did they build it? Do they test it after they build it? When you drive away, is there any type of warranty to it? Or is it just, see you later, you're out of here? So that's kind of the best advice I would have. If you want to be a complete nerd like me, do your math. Figure out where you stand. Set a ceiling for yourself. Don't blow all your money away. I didn't blow any. This wasn't any bill money. This wasn't any food money. This was extra overtime money that I had been working on. Again, that was saving towards the car anyways. It was extra money that I just decided to put into this sweepstakes. Ended up winning. So yeah, so those are the generics of the sweepstakes and kind of how it's run and what you should anticipate. So after the sweepstakes was over, they have about 2 weeks to count the number of entries. That was a long 2 weeks for me. And I knew that I was going to go out of town and potentially may not have service if they did the sweepstakes on a certain day. So this whole time I kept this hidden from everybody because, again, it was sweepstakes online. I had read the rules, but I had done a lot of research into it, research that you can't just like pass off to people in passing conversation. So I didn't really tell people because if I just told them like, hey, I'm entering the sweepstakes to win a car, it would almost sound silly. So I didn't even tell my wife until about a week prior when I was doing the mail-in entries. That's when I was like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I know it's silly, but don't worry. It's not putting us in any type of bind. But I may need you to watch the live stream, the reveal, because I was going camping at the time, so I was like, I may not have service. So sure enough, they did the reveal of the winner. The first day I was gone, and luckily I had stopped at a point to where I had service. I watched the live stream, and there was an ad on my phone when the live stream popped up, so my video was delayed by like 3 seconds. And so when they announced the winner, I actually didn't hear my name. My heart was pounding. They were about to say the name, and then when the name popped up, when they went to say the name, my phone started ringing, so it muted the video. So I wasn't sure because the phone number didn't say it was a Houston number, and I knew that the sweepstakes was being done from Houston. And so I swiped the phone call away, went back to the video, and then it showed them trying to call the winner, and I didn't know who the winner was. But I also, I knew I just got a phone call. So, was that them? Am I the winner? It was kind of a weird, limbo spot that I was in for, 10 seconds, which felt like 2 hours. And then I saw my wife comment on the Instagram live, oh my gosh, that's my husband. And so then I just lost my mind. I immediately called the number back, which means we were calling each other at the same time, which means he didn't answer, and I didn't answer on his end. Eventually I called him back, and
our culture, looking closer to July or August. More on that in a bit. Okay. All right, I won't hold out any longer for y'all. So, the winner of TCCG number 6 is, wait for it, Austin Park. Austin Park, you are the 6th winner of our giveaway, our GT350 plus $5,000 cash. I'm going to give you a call right now, my guy. And hopefully you answer. Let's see. Oh, that's my husband. Oh, your husband. Tell your husband to answer the phone. We're giving him a call right now. Let him know he won our GT350.
Hi, you reached Austin.
Oh, wow. That's all right. Well, guys, that's it. That's what is it? He might be out of service if you want to call me. Oh, wait, look, he's calling back. Hello, is this Austin?
This is Austin.
Dude, you are the 6th winner. You are the winner of our GT350 plus $5,000 cash.
No way, dude.
Way.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations, my guy. How you feeling?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm not joking. I am canoeing for the next 4 days on the Colorado River, and I'm like, I have to stop at 1:30 to make sure I figure out what is going on.
So you're in a canoe right now, or you just pulled off?
We parked we did it this morning. We parked it around lunchtime, and we're just setting up camp for the night. And I am, oh my gosh.
Is this the first time you've ever entered a giveaway like this?
Yes.
Wow, and you won. That's incredible. That's incredible.
I think on Instagram, and I've been saving exactly for this literally exact spec car, hoping to get one in fall. I'm not joking.
That's amazing, my
When
guy.
I saw that you guys were doing the giveaway, I was like, you know what? Whatever. The shirts look pretty cool. And, oh my gosh. I'm like, I cannot believe that.
That's incredible. So I'm guessing you're going to keep this.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it.
That's awesome, man. That's amazing. Well, it looks like here you're in you're in Arizona, right?
Correct.
Very cool. I've never been to this part of Arizona, but I'm not sure what the driving roads are like. But I mean, my guy, you've got a GT350 with just a touch over 30,000 miles, so it's a low mileage car, and it's ready for you.
Oh my gosh, dude, I am blown away.
Well, we'll let you get back to canoeing. That's amazing that you were I'm glad you pulled off to the side, and
I'm glad I had service.
What's going to happen next is we're going to wrap up our live here, and anybody that's out of state, what we'll do is we'll fly them in. You'll take official delivery here, and you have the option to either drive it back or we'll ship it to your home, and then you'll be on your way, sir.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So much. Thank you so much.
Cheers, mate. Enjoy the rest of your trip. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Guys, that is it. That is it for TCCG number 6. That was Austin Park, the winner of our 6th giveaway. We are working on number 7 right now. We actually already have the car. We're just buttoning up some things here on our end to just make sure y'all have a great, customer experience. So that is going to be it.
So obviously I was super stoked. That was a life-changing experience. It was a great phone call. I called my wife right afterwards. I told her everything. We just screamed at each other for 5 minutes. It was pretty insane. I was just high of adrenaline. I was nervous. I was scared. I was happy, excited. I didn't want to tell anybody, so I told her to keep it close to her chest. And about 5 minutes later, she called me back and she says, hey, you need to start telling people because I just posted and tagged you in it. And I do remember in reading the rules that one of the things that you agree to is that if you win, they are allowed to use your name and your screen name and stuff like that for promotional benefits, and which I totally understand. They want to tell the world who won. So I started making phone calls, letting people know, hey, this is real. This is not I wasn't scammed. Nobody hacked my account. I did just win a car. This is what's going on. I'll update you as it goes. And a lot of people were a little skeptical. They're like, okay, you want a car? How'd you win a car? They want all these details that I just can't necessarily give because I got a bunch of other people to call. I'm out of town camping. So I think people were kind of playing catch up and also maybe a little skeptical. This is kind of weird. So I got home from the trip. I tried to go and get the car right after the trip. I tried to see if that was possible. They contacted me about a plane ticket, and I said, I'd like to come this Saturday. I get home from camping Saturday afternoon. I could be on the plane Saturday night and then drive it home Sunday and Monday. And they weren't able to get everything ready in time, so they offered me the following week, which was June 13th. So ended Memorial Day, June 13th. It was a Friday. They said that they could fly me out then. So they pay for my ticket, for my plane ticket to fly out to Houston. But if I want to bring anybody, I have to pay for that ticket myself. So my wife and I went. We bought our, my ticket. I got a ticket confirmation. Said hey, you're confirmed. Their flight's confirmed. And then so I bought my wife's ticket on the same flight. A few days after, so let's see, I got the call on Wednesday. The following Monday, I received an email from the sweepstakes company letting me know, hey, you are the winner. You are the grand prize winner of the 2016 GT350 plus $5,000. And then they wanted me to fill out some paperwork about myself to make sure that I was a legitimate winner. So I'm over 18, I have a driver's license, I live in the lower 48 states, whatever the requirements were. I'm not sure right at the top of my head. And then I had to fill out an affidavit so that they could file a tax form in my name for this win. So essentially, the car is valued at $45,000 plus the $5,000 cash. So they are going to file a 1099 or whatever in my name for the value of what I won, because it's essentially I made an extra $50,000 this year, so I'll have to pay taxes on it. And I knew that going into it. I knew that I would have to pay taxes. I live in Arizona, and Arizona taxes for something, it's going to be probably around 30%. And in my brain, again, if I'm going to get a Shelby GT350 and I only have to pay 30% of the price, that's a steal. So even if that's, what I have to do. Which it seems like that's what I got to do. I haven't, received the request for payment. I imagine it's going to come tax season next year. I'm fine with it, and I was putting money away anyways for this car, and now that money can go towards the taxes, which is great. So it was a little less than a week later. The sweepstakes company contacted me. I was in contact with Anthony from the Car Culture. He was texting me back and forth about the tickets and about he'd pick me up at the airport after I landed. So I kept getting this constant reminder that this was real, because when you talk to people, they kind of make it feel like it's not real and it really didn't happen. Like, I don't think you want a car. So like that kind of ends up seeping into you just naturally. So every time I got a little bit more validation, it was great. We took the plane at 6 a.m., arrived in Houston around 10:45 Houston time, and Anthony came and picked me up from the airport, and that video is right now. Getting on a plane. Pick up a car. Just landed. Very nervous. Gonna look for a champagne-colored BMW to pick us up with Anthony in there.
How's it feel?
I'm nervous.
Yeah, gonna be getting a new car.
Be like, so go home.
Nah, they seem like they're legit.
Seems so.
Seems so.
Getting real.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, you guys are real.
Yes, we are. We're for real. How are you?
Thank you so much.
Hey, you bet. You bet. Awesome. Well, let's get y'all loaded up.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, are y'all ready? Okay. Let's see. All right. Give me my check. Mic check. 1, 2. Beautiful. All right, sir. You ready? Let's go. All right. Let's go. All right, Austin. Here she is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Is it more real now?
Oh gosh.
That's more real, right?
Yeah, so real. So real.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Got the track packs, it's got the car seats,
Thank you. Like, I can't believe it. It is real. I can't.
All right. Well, as you guys can see, it was a pretty awesome experience. They just recently posted that video that I linked to, and it was really awesome to relive it and watch it again and see my own reaction, because I had told them, it's not in the video, but I had told them it felt like my brain was blacking out. Not me actually blacking out, ready to, hit the ground, but like there was so much emotions left and right of excitement and nervousness, and cameras are on me and everything like that. And I'm in an unfamiliar place. I've never been to Texas before. Being given this beautiful car and just like, here you go, and money, and you're just like, okay, bye. Like, it's such a surreal experience that I felt like my brain was blacking out, not going to remember it very much. So I tried to take as many mental pictures as I could, but it was good to watch the video because I could relive that memory again a little bit more clearly. So I guess now the big question is, what's the catch, right? Though in my experience, they are not going to do these sweepstakes if they're not making money at them. So I presume that they are buying these cars with the proceeds from all the merchandise that they're selling, which is why it's a smaller company, right? Which is gave me a big boost in being able to win as a smaller company, a short sweepstakes. So not a lot of people knew. But what's the catch? What are they getting out of this? For me, there's no catch. There was no catch. The only thing I have to do is pay taxes on it. I didn't have to sign anything saying that, return the car if this or that, return the prize if this or that. I didn't have to promote them in any way, shape, or form. I didn't have to continue buying their clothing or anything like that. Or anytime I talk about it, I have to wear their clothing. I honestly just wear these. I like these shirts. I like them. I talked to them in the car drive. There's a little bit of the car interview in the video that they posted. And one of the things I asked them, because I said I want to make a YouTube video about my experience, because I think that this would really help and encourage people to do stuff like this more often if they knew it was real. And I asked him, like, what am I not allowed to talk about? The things that I already know, what am I not allowed to say? And he said, tell him anything. His literal exact words, Anthony from the Car Culture, he said, we don't have anything to hide. Say whatever you want. So that's why I'm telling you how much money I spent. I'm telling you how long I did it for, the free entries that I entered into, all the math that I did on behind the scenes, that I think just helped me out, helped me win. So there is no catch. I think they make their money. I think that they can. These things I don't. These are speculation. From this point on, I'm assuming they make more money than the car's worth. I'm also assuming that they could write off the car as a promotional expense for their business. That's an assumption. So when these big car channels and on YouTube and stuff, they give away a Lambo plus $100,000 or something like that. I'm presuming that they have a big enough following that they make all that money back, and they could write off that Lambo as well and get the money back from taxes. I don't know that. That's an assumption. I don't know. All I know is, for me, the catch, there is none. I mean, I was given the option to drive the car home or have it shipped home, and absolutely, I'm driving that car home. Absolutely, I'm driving it home. They didn't talk about shipping because I didn't ask, but most shipping containers are open unless you pay high price, and then they're closed. So if it's going to get bugs and rocks and stuff on it, I'd rather be the one in control behind the wheel. Plus, it's more fun. It was a fun road trip with my wife. So I have some videos as well that we're going to go through, so you can kind of see like what the trip was like, getting the car, getting it home, making sure I got it home safely. But yeah, there's no catch, which is just fantastic.
I don't know. I don't even know.
There we go.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I should roll down the window because it's like, I don't understand what's happening. I don't know where to go. I don't know either. Let's go down. Shouldn't you go that way? Like,
This is the way we came from. This is the way I'm going.
okay, but it's going to like main roads.
Going to the surface street.
Driving your car for the first time.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know where I am. I don't know where to go. This is all everything looks so unfamiliar. The red is midnight 30. We met up with the guys from Car Culture right after we got off the plane. Headed over to their store where they had everything ready for us. Waited in the lobby for about 5 minutes for them to get, cameras and mics prepped. They mic'd me up, brought me in, big reveal. Just an amazing day. And then we got in the car as soon as we could, signed the title, got our money, and then just started heading home. So drive from Houston to Phoenix, about 16 hours. The plan was to hit El Paso, but we were delayed in Houston about 3 hours. There was like chemical spillage on the freeway from 5 lanes down to 1. It was brutal. So it was literally like 2.5 hours just stop and go. My clutch and gas leg are just destroyed. So it was a little like just like buying a 77-inch OLED and watching a VHS. It's like I have this car and I'm just sitting in traffic. But eventually we got going, but we are behind where we wanted to be in El Paso at this time, and I just couldn't keep driving into the night. I'm just so tired. We got up at 3 a.m. to do all this. So we are in Stockton now. So about 2 hours, Fort Stockton, about 2 hours east of El Paso, 2.5 hours or so. 3 hours. I don't know what it is. We'll find out tomorrow. So tomorrow we got about 9-hour drive home, and we'll be home. But awesome day. So very surreal to have the car parked outside. I don't like that it's parked outside in unopened or in a uncovered lot, but it's real. Oh yeah, whoop, double real. So next time you see something that you like, you want to get entered in on, buy a shirt. Well, I want to thank you guys for indulging me in this video. I really hope it helped you out, because like I said, I only found a handful of videos myself of people that have won something like this, and they were the catalyst for me to actually like really go hard on this sweepstakes. So I hope that mine kind of adds to that pool for you. I'll try and link some of those videos down below that I saw, that I watched, that helped me. But do your own research. Look into stuff. Read the rules. If there's past winners, look into them. You can even reach out. I never reach out to the past winners beforehand, but I could have. And maybe that's something that you do as well. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I think that this video is pretty comprehensive on how it went for me. But if you have any questions that I didn't go over, feel free, reach out. I'm there. And man, good luck. I hope you get it.
I knew I heard it. I did hear it.
You did hear.
What's up? Baby's got a brand new pair of shoes. Oh, dang. What up? Oh, holy crap. There she is.